Good evening. I'd like to call to order the Committee of a Whole for December 2nd. Clerk could please call the roll.
Councilmember Wood.
Here.
Councilmember Spatafor.
Present.
Councilmember Washington. Councilmember Spitzley.
Here.
Councilmember Dunbar. Councilmember Hussein.
Here.
Councilmember Garza.
Here.
Councilmember Jackson.
We have a full contingency of council members. First item on the agenda is the minutes from November 18th. Councilmember Spitzley.
Thank you, Madam President. I move for approval of the minutes for November 18th, 2019.
All right, we have a motion of a motion for the approval of minutes for the 18th. Are there any questions or concerns? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, passes unanimously. At this opportunity, this is an opportunity for public comment for items on the agenda. You have 3 minutes. If you could please come forward at this time, give us your name for the record, and you will be given 3 minutes. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to address council at this time?
This is an opportunity to announce that the mayor and the Parks and Rec director and I came to a very good, I think, collaborative solution to the relocation of the city cemetery office situation. If you need to purchase a city cemetery lot, you still will need to go to Foster, but anything else that typically was done at the original location will now be done by the volunteers working under the jurisdiction of the Friends of Lansing's Historic Cemeteries. We are taking hopefully over, starting on the 16th of December. We'll have a training for volunteers on December 9th from 7 to 8:30 p.m. at the original location of the cemetery office. And we expect to be open Monday through Friday from 8 to 4, and potentially even extend the original hours to a 9 to 1 on Saturday as well. It looks like we may have enough volunteers for that. So we are excited. We are thankful that we came to a resolution that seemed to answer everybody's needs, and we are looking forward to this new opportunity. We're referring to the original location now as the City Cemetery Courtesy Office because we will be operating it with volunteers as a courtesy to the public. Thank you.
And Loretta, this was under the Parks and Rec millage?
Yes.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to address the council at this time? Seeing no one, we will move on into our agenda. We have the appointment of Melissa Jeffries. Is Melissa here? Is Melissa Jeffries here? Okay, council members, here's the situation that we have. If you remember, a while back, we made an appointment to the Board of Review, and the person needed to resign and agreed to stay on for the hearing during the Board of Review, but has since left. In order for the Board of Review to move into having meetings, which I believe the first meeting is December 10th, and we do not have a council meeting again until then. We were asked to move expeditiously on this appointment. I know staff reached out to Melissa to ask her to be here. She is not here. So it's at the pleasure of where we are with council. And if we do not pass this, then they will not be able to hold their meetings. So with that information, are there questions from council members? Councilmember Spitzley.
Thank you, Madam President. Is there a reason why she's not here? Did she call or?
Nope, she confirmed she was.
Mike, please.
When I contacted her last week after we received her application, she confirmed that she would be here, and she was also aware of the council meeting at 7 where she would be sworn in.
I mean, my only thought would be is the potential of a misunderstanding, thinking she only had to be here at 7. The fact that we could move this out of committee with the anticipation she's going to be here at 7. But again, without this appointment, and I've not heard that she doesn't want to serve, I know our, how we normally handle this is appointments, new appointments need to be vetted through an interview process with council, but understanding what these issues are, my recommendation to us at this point would be to move the appointment forward, hope that she's here at 7 so that we can discuss it with her at 7. If she's not, I think we're going to have to still move forward with the appointment in order for the board to be able to hear appeals at this time. I have a number of hands going up.
I was going to make a motion, so.
Okay.
Thank you, Madam President. The only question I have is, she says she's currently serving on the LPD Neighborhood Watch Advisory Board. It's my understanding she's still on the Mayor's Diversity Advisory Board, and now she's going to be on this board. Do we not have enough people to fill these without putting people on multiple boards?
I do know that the Board of Review is a very difficult board to fill. With that, the board for, the advisory board for the police department and the mayor's diversity board are not boards that are under the same auspices as our normal board process. So that helps answer the question or not. I know the assessor was reaching out and tried diligently to find somebody that would be interested in that. Pardon?
I just called her, she got a letter that said something about Tuesday, which I think is the meeting, the plan,
Oh, okay.
she's on her way.
The city clerk said that he reached out to her and that she was under the opinion that it was Tuesday, which is the 10th, and would be her first meeting. So that's where we have some miscommunication with that. I saw Councilmember Hussein and Councilmember Jackson.
I believe there's a motion on the table. I had my hand up originally because
No,
I do know.
there's not a
Oh, there's
motion
not a
at this
motion.
point.
I know Melissa Jeffries pretty well. She's a pretty tremendous community advocate. She's worked pretty hard to breathe new life into Coast Light Commons. I know her to be fair, consistent. She possesses integrity, and so I would personally be comfortable making the motion.
Okay.
So I would move the resolution for Melissa Jeffries for a Board of Review appointment term to expire June 30th, 2020.
Councilmember Jackson.
Thank you, I would likely support that motion. My question would be, the December 10th meeting, is that like a business meeting that they start reviewing, is it property tax?
They will have appointments set up and be then reviewing the people that are coming in to appeal their taxes.
And also, I appreciate Councilmember Hussein's, information, and especially stuff on her resume as far as served a long time, worked at MSU, and all the things that say on there, so I appreciate it.
Okay. With that, and I think Vice President Spatafor, you were going to make a motion as well, so the motion's been made. With that, all those in favor of the appointment of Melissa Jeffries to the Board of Review, say aye. Aye. Opposed? And I'm not sure whether she'll make it down here at 7 or not, but based on the information that we have, we'll move forward with it. Next is the ballot proposal for the Parks and Recreational Millage Renewal. And Samantha, are you addressing this?
Sure. The millage, this is now several decades. We've had a millage specifically for Parks and Recreation. We are looking to put that on the ballot for renewal in August. Part of the timing is always other things that are on the ballot, ensuring that we will have a good turnout, and that people will be able to, hopefully, it will be renewed again. It's been 20th year, is the 20th or 21st year that this has been on the ballot, and we are hopeful that it will be renewed, and we're just looking for your approval to get that on the ballot in August so we can continue to fund myriad Parks and Recs projects.
Okay. Are there questions on this? Councilmember Jackson and then Councilmember Hussein.
Thank you, Madam President. So basically, there's a lot of Fourth Ward neighborhoods that like to see certain things done. And in particular, the Morris Park neighborhood has, the pool coming up, and there's a lot of community discussion about that. Does the millage put any money towards certain projects, or is it at the basic discretion of the Parks and Rec and the administration?
So the way the millage is funded is it goes through the Parks Board they recommend projects to go to the mayor that he then approves, and then obviously the budget is approved by council. And so there's a three-pronged process, I suppose, for ensuring that whatever projects need to be funded will go through all those processes.
Councilmember Hussein.
I was actually just pointing at Jackson. He had comments. As part of the park board, I was involved in the process back in 2010 and 2015. I was incredibly supportive at that time. I think at this point it generates a little over $2 million for the city, or for our parks system. It's an incredibly robust park system. It takes a lot to upkeep, 75 playgrounds and over 100 parks and trails and community centers and things like that. But this can also be used to, and we've seen it used to leverage state and federal dollars as well. So we've been able to bring in a lot of money into the Parks Department that I think without the millage we would not have been able to bring in. So I'm supportive.
Are there other questions on this? And again, what we would be doing is approving this ballot language, and this would be on for the August August 4th ballot. Yes, Councilmember Spitzley.
Thank you, Madam President. I apologize.
That's okay.
I also served on the Parks Board with Councilmember Hussein, and I know the great work that the millage has done. Is there going to be public outreach to the city to talk about the millage? I think it's important to kind of give maybe a snapshot in what we've done with the millage. I mean, everybody's always asking when they talk about dollars like this, so what exactly have we done with our parks dollars? What exactly have we done with our millage dollars? We ask on here, what exactly have we done with our police and fire money and our sidewalk dollars? And so I think that it's appropriate that if we're gonna do this, that we make a concerted effort to go out to the public and talk to them about, the renewing of the millage, what it all means, where the dollars are going, because I do think there's some misinformation out there. And Councilmember Jackson is correct with the sensitivities around the Morris Park pool. I think we need to do as much as we can to educate folks on the millage and where those dollars are going, and to make sure that we do as good a job as we can to educate the residents that the dollars are exactly used for parks dollars. Thank you, Madam President.
Vice President Spatafor.
This may seem like I'm being sarcastic, but in the ballot language, we are inconsistently using the Oxford comma when it comes to, and I don't know if that matters, but I'm asking because I'm looking at the ballot language, and you don't have it after Clinton, but you do have it after maintaining, and I'm just wondering if that matters for the city attorneys. I promise you it is a real question.
Down here, where it's got Ingham, Eaton, and Clinton.
I love it.
I honestly believe he was delivered by a librarian, not a doctor.
I love it.
Okay.
Does it matter?
Okay. Mr. City.
So in the city of Lansing, counties of Ingham, Clinton, and Eaton, it's missing. Yeah, after Clinton, yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
I love the comment. I agree.
Okay.
Yes, you're sitting in
Okay.
between us, deal with it.
Okay, let's, okay. Councilmember Jackson.
Thank you. So, and I'm sorry I didn't have the ballot language in front of me, but I do.
It's down at the bottom of the resolution, sir.
I see it now, and I think it's pretty strong and neutral. And it does say for the purpose of operating, maintaining, and providing capital improvements to the city parks and recreation system. So that is pretty fair. Is this our chance to talk in support of it, or is it just, because I definitely would support voting for this.
Sir, what we're here tonight is to approve the ballot language, and we have to be very careful that we do not use the podium to support a ballot initiative. There is a problem with that, so I don't want to get you in that gray area. Okay. Vice President Spatafor.
I would move the amended resolution.
All right, we have a motion on the resolution. Just a couple of things, Samantha. It's my understanding that the year that we're voting on this, we will, before this election, will also be the zoo millage and the trail millage. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Just so that people realize that there will be 3 millages dealing with our park system that will be out there in 2020, but they will not all be on the ballot at the same time. Okay? With that, all those in favor of moving forward the ballot initiative, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Passes unanimously. Okay, I don't believe we've got any other, so with that, we are adjourned, and we'll have 10 minutes before our council meeting. We're adjourned. Thank you.